And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mendon Unity High School, the home of the Mendon Unity Payson Mustangs, who are hosting Camp Point Central's Panthers on homecoming night here at Mendon Unity. Thank you for joining us tonight. Bob Ray is alongside. Hunter Voth has joined us in the booth tonight, and Tim Hull is doing all the technical stuff, and he'll help us with tackles and many other things. My name is Jack Hull. We are glad you've joined us tonight on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank, locations in Pittsfield, Berrien, Liberty, Illinois, Hannibal, Missouri, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service, dedicated loan officers that can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And boy, they're doing some fancy new remodeling there in Pittsfield, and it's looking really well right now. Be sure and get a hold of Damon and all the folks there at Great Rivers Bank. Well, as we look at the game tonight, it's a big rivalry for me and Bob Ray because we remember the days of Mendon Unity and Camp Point Central being rivals. Mendon Unity 3-1, kind of a surprising start for them. A couple of come-from-behind wins, and then last week they played a very good Brown County team and lost 47-0. Camp Point Central has a 4-0 record, got challenged a little bit by Greenfield Northwestern, and we've got to get through tonight, no doubt about it. But usually Mendon Unity plays really well against Camp Point Central on homecoming and on their home field. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll tell you more about games in the area, talk a little bit about this one as we're about 33 minutes away from the national anthem and kickoff. Back with more on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Kepi. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois. Or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I want to welcome you back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, how about talking to the experts at Great Rivers Bank? Locations in Berry, Pittsfield, and Liberty, Illinois, Hannibal, Missouri. They serve the entire region and beyond. How do they do that? Well, online loan applications at greatriversbank.bank, of course. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Our scoreboard sponsor, as always, is Ridgeline Sales Group right there in Pike County, Illinois. If you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. Their knowledge of the land, dedication to clients, and commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust them for their real estate needs. Call 217-285-5800 or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com. Remembering their owner as he is in heaven now, and that's Chris Nichols. And Chris, always thinking about you, buddy. As we take a look at some of the things that are going on around the area, of course, Camp Point Central 4-0, 2-0 in the conference, takes on Mendon Unity 3-1, 1-1 in the conference. Camp Point Central got here by winning 50-8. In their first game against West Central, they beat Greenfield Northwestern 24-6. That was a halftime score and ended up being the final. Traveled to Triopia to Don Kemp Field and won 44-0. And they beat Beardstown 62-0 last week. Mendon Unity, who's 3-1 and 1-1, held off Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry 28-22 in a thriller. They came from behind, and I do believe they were trailing 21-0 in that game against Carrollton and got the win 22-21. They beat Beardstown 40-19 in a game that Beardstown had in a lead, and they came from behind. Then a tough Brown County team shut them out last week 47-0, so you can bet that the Mustangs will be hungry here tonight. Brown County's at home on their homecoming against Triopia this evening. That game on BC Hornet Sports. Beardstown is at home playing Jacksonville Route. West Central hosts Calhoun tonight in a tough South Division matchup. Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry is at home against Carrollton. North Green is home against Greenfield Northwestern. Of course, this Mendon Unity squad hosting homecoming against Camp Point Central. Quincy's at home against Moline, both teams 3-1. That ought to be a dandy. Q&D plays Springfield High, who's 3-1, and they're at home tonight on their field at Advanced Physical Therapy Field, I think they call that. Southeast hosts Jacksonville tonight. Illini West is at home, and they'll play West Hancock in a very good rivalry game. Breeze Mater Dei host Macomb, a long trip for Macomb tonight. They got the charter buses out, and our good buddy Justice Keene, I think, hopped on the bus and rode down there with him. He'll be bringing you the game on Bomber Sports. And Monmouth United host Rushville tonight in some of the area action. That's a look at games around the area. It is homecoming here at Mendon Unity. We're doing something different tonight. Hunter usually broadcasts on his broadcast program, and Brian Shoemaker and the guys up here have 3 cameras that they use. Well, we've joined forces together tonight, and we're using their cameras instead of ours, and so you'll see a little bit different look as we broadcast the game. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. As we go to break, we tell you about Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offering quality concrete for your next new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you, 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete.
Fostered Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Game Masters has moved into our new Broadway location. We carry clothing brands like Cool Workwear, First Light, Meat Eater, Southern Point, Dive Bomb, along with your favorites like Sitka, Drake, and Mossy Oak. We still have our large selection of guns, ammo, safes, archery, and fishing gear, but now offer more cabin decor and gifts. Game Masters, now at 5100 Broadway in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Well, we'll hold off on the starting lineups for a little bit. The officials are out at the 50-yard line tonight. Field looks great. What a great job by the volunteer parents who are taking care of the field. You know, that happens in a lot of places. And I'm going to bring Bob Ray alongside now, if you will, Tim. We've been to a lot of places. Triope at Don Kemp Field, Brown County, Camp Point Central does the same thing. So many places. It takes a lot of work to make a field look this nice, Bob.
Yeah, I think the local communities really take pride on what these places look like on Friday night, and to watch them glisten and gleam as they do with the grass is still pretty dark green here, Jack. My yard doesn't look like that. But white paint out here, a colorful U that blends the two school colors together right at midfield. And Brown County has a great field. They're an award-winning field. Central people like to do their work as well. And it's not only Friday night. You know, there's freshman games on Thursday, JVs on Monday, so the field gets a lot of use these 6 or 8 weeks of the year.
I don't think people realize the cost of the paint just to do the field, along with the man hours it takes and woman hours that it takes to fix a field. Do you?
Well, plus also some talented craftsmanship to make that happen. I mean, they pride themselves those lines being straight. I saw Brandon Ekamp painting ours the other day, and I know he likes his cornfields corn rows straight. He likes his football lines pretty straight and white too.
It's always funny when we have a measurement to see how straight those lines are a lot of times from one side to the other, and people doing quality work there. Charlie and I were talking when they painted the big Indian head on the Pittsfield field, and he said, you know, the robot that you can program that in, it'll do all the lines and everything, and that Indian head and the whole bit, is $10,000. I said, Charlie, I think maybe you ought to buy one of those for as many man hours as it took to. I mean, they got a guy over in Hannibal that did the stencil for that, but you do a 3-color thing in the middle, as intricate as that, it takes a long time. And it really helps us in the broadcast to be able to see the yard lines and the different individual yards and stuff to be able to pick up the ball.
And the fans, too, on the sideline, they like to know if they're on the 2-yard line or the 5-yard line. They'd like to be able to see that. We've been to some games where it's not been quite as bright as it is here, and it's a little harder to enjoy the game. And, it's not only the football players who use the field markers. The band will be out there. They'll use it. If there's young cheerleaders at camp, they'll use it too.
And you got flag football in a lot of places and other things. Big shout out tonight to my buddy Brian Shoemaker, one of our broadcasters on Central Illinois, who really takes care of the video board here and all the cameras. We hooked into them tonight. He's got a cast. He doesn't have that many friends, so apparently he has recruited people that think they like him or something. But what do you got, Brian? 6, 7 people working all this stuff? 18, good. And his daughter came up to get money, but she sent somebody to get it. I thought that was important too. Mendon Unity, the Mustangs of Payson Mendon Unity. You know, with Sawyer Allen at quarterback, anything can happen. We've seen him on the basketball court too, but Sawyer Flat can do it.
He's a talented athlete, and any of these are 1A teams that play on Friday night. They get one talented athlete who can make things happen, take a broken play, turn it into something, turns into really good results for the team they're playing for.
Hey, Freddie Steinway on the field tonight. Our old buddy is the referee this evening. We'll like that. But you look at Mendon, they run a couple of backs and a lot of wide receivers. They'll play a 4-4 defense, sometimes a 4-3. Camp Point Central doesn't pass the ball a lot, but they've been very effective when they have passed the ball with Cale Niekamp. And we heard good news about Caden Niekamp today. He got released. I don't expect to see him playing tonight, but he did get released from the doctor today, according to some unidentified sources. He's
been working really hard in preparation for that. I know he spent a lot of extra time in rehab and special treatments because he wants to go. He wants to go. We're anxious to see him go too.
I think what we're going to do is take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups on Central Illinois Sports. Great Rivers Bank is our pregame sponsor.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Greinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
We asked you what your favorite thing is about fall, and here's what you said. So no matter what you're looking forward to, there's something for you that's on sale at your local Farm and Home Supply right now. Take your pick from our beautiful 8-inch flowering mums for only $5.99. Your fall fashion is on sale, including $10 off Wrangler Bespoke Denim. Pick up a big bag of this winterizer lawn food for under $30. Get a 2-pack of these Cell trail cameras for under $80. Find all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Tonight's starting lineup sponsored by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Panthers 4-0. Brad Dixon, their head coach. Casey Ray, the offensive coordinator. Casey Monroe takes care of the line. Andrew Griffin, Dustin Griffith take care of a lot of the backs. Remington Bueller just tells them what to do, and they listen. Tracy Ray, Brady Long, Ian Foss taking care of the junior high kids, and we thank all of them for their hard work. The Panthers will start on offense and defense, and we'll kind of do combos here. Wearing the number 6, the right wing, is Curtis Rigg. He's also a cornerback on defense, one of the return man, 5'11", 150, and a senior. Number 9 is the left wing, Zach Ware. He'll also be an inside linebacker. He's 6 foot, 180 pounds, and a senior. Marco Rodriguez does the place kicking for the Panthers. He wears the number 10. He is also on the kickoff return, punt returns, cornerback also, and he is a receiver part of the time, 5'6", 140 pounds, and a senior, and he has been a fantastic part of this team. Quarterback's a sophomore. He wears the number 11. He's also their punter. His name is Cale Niekamp. He'll play free safety. Had a pick 6, one of the first plays of the game last week. 6'2", 190, and a sophomore. At fullback will be Jasper Flessner. He wears the number 35. He's also an inside linebacker, 6'2", 185, and a senior. We hope to see Caden Niekamp maybe for a couple of plays tonight. He's also a defensive end, 6 foot, 215, and a senior. Say a little prayer for him. for good healing. Wide receiver, 24, Tate Eichen. He'll work on the defensive side in and out. He's 6'2", 165, and a senior, wears the number 24. 34 is Luke Ippenson. We saw him in the backfield last week, but outside linebackers, his main position, 6'2", 175, and a sophomore. Number 40, another sophomore at tight end, is Colin Bachhold. He plays outside linebacker, 6'2", 205, and a sophomore. At left tackle, wears the number 50, is Big Evan Walker. Evan is a defensive end, also 6'4", 260, and a junior. Also wearing the number 54 is the left guard, Briggs Wiskirchen. Middle linebacker, 5'10", 200, and a junior. At right guard, 62, is Braden Hummer. He is 6'2", 185, and a senior. 69 is the center. He's also a defensive end. That's Chase Barner, 6'1", 215, and a senior. Wearing the number 72 is Dominic Jansen. He's a nose guard, 6 foot 255, and a sophomore. Also, number 74, right tackle Jack Weiss. And Jack is also a nose guard part of the time on defense, 6'1", 265, and a senior. Those are the Panther starters. As we look at Mendon Unity, 3-1 on the season. They have a wide receiver, and number 2, Kendall Knox, plays free safety also. No heights and weights for Mendon. He's a senior. Wide receiver, number 3, Blake Arnsman, also a strong safety. He's a senior. Number 9 is Charlie Scarber. He is a junior, and he'll play cornerback tonight. Running back, number 7, Justin Cram. He's also a linebacker and a senior. A tight end, number 8, Carson Whitler. And we also see at defensive back, Cole Ray. He is a senior. Troy Miller wears the number 14, a defensive end, number 11. Quarterback is Sawyer Allen. He'll also play a linebacker. He's a senior. Running back, number 25, Austin Jansen, also a linebacker. He's a senior. Right guard, number 55, Reed Linder. He is a junior. Left tackle is 57, Aiden Cannell. He is a defensive end also and a senior. Left guard, number 63, Darren Koenig. He is a senior. The center is Lucas Ruth. He's also a defensive tackle and a senior. Right tackle, 77, Trenton Jones. Defensive tackle on the other side, and he's just a junior. That's the starters for Matt Woodworth, the head coach. Zach Cook is the defensive coordinator. Also Alex French, Bob Keltz, James Ashman, Tristan Sarver, Aiden Zanger, Dakota Earhart, Colin Gross, and Scott Beck are some of the other people. Our kicker tonight will be Bryn Parrish. He'll wear the number 10. Sawyer Allen, the quarterback, will do the punting. And returners number 2 and number 3, Kendall Cox and Blake Arnsman. That's the Farm and Home Supply starting lineup. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about the coin flip when we come back after these.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival. Play some disc golf on our new championship course. Spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602. Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For businesses and organizations, we've got you covered with professional screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and custom banners. From team apparel to promotional products, we'll help your brand shine. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for shopping local.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
One of our network sponsors is Bowlers Universe. Come out and enjoy the fun at the Bowlers Universe Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Friday, 11 to midnight, Saturday, 4 to midnight. Burgers, great drafts, fun, food, friends at Bowlers Universe. And the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Bob Ray alongside tonight. Bob, you will do the PA work at Camp Point Central, so you know all the work that Brian Shoemaker and the folks here have put in to put on a good show for the fans each and every night.
It's pretty amazing what Brian's got going here, and he has one of the best voices in the Tri-States. He's very well prepared during basketball season, all of our games. And we enjoy listening to Central Illinois sports all the time, but especially when Brian has a call in a game. Big video booth. What did he say, had 18 people working on this production tonight?
That's what he said, but counting him, there's only 17, I think. Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a big, big deal. I'm glad they're showing school and community pride. It's nothing better on Friday night at 7 o'clock.
I know Coach Dixon would like to get one of those big video boards at the football field there, too, but he's going to have to steal Brian Shoemaker away, I think. You take a look at the Camp Point Central Panthers, white uniforms, black pants with gold helmets, Mendon Unity in the maroon. They got a little light blue in there for the Payson squad. They've done a nice job with the co-op, making both schools feel like they're together in this. And
they do look good. Here comes assistant coach Casey Monroe, assistant coach Remington Bueller to the press box. Jack, that means warm-ups are concluded. We're getting ready for kickoff time and go time. Remy, have a good game up there, buddy. Make some good calls.
And
they're going to the top floor, Jack.
I don't mean anything by this, but having Remington above me kind of makes me nervous a little bit. What about you?
Well, he and Casey Monroe are up there. They're calling that ladder. They're going to have a good time up there. It's nervous energy starting right, Jack. Homecoming here at Mendon Unity High School. Daughter-in-law Brittany has a little pulled venues tonight because she's celebrating her homecoming anniversary here in her class reunion, but also she's got a son on the football team wearing black and gold.
thank you to all the veterans, too, that they're looking forward this evening. They'll have a longer halftime with all their floats and everything. Must have had a parade today. And we tell you about McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. McCartney Storage is a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. That's where our RV is going with affordable monthly rates. No reason to look anywhere else. Call McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011. And Reels Concrete, just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Reels is local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013. About 4 minutes away from the kickoff here this evening. Good crowd on hand, and I've noticed every time I've come here with the Payson Mendon crowd, they really bring a nice crowd to the home football game.
Well, we're on the west side of the field, Jack. The stands here are pretty full. There's a huge crowd in the south end zone. There's even a big group here to the north of us. They're sitting inside the fence to get the best action for the Mendon Unity Mustang sideline.
And about 12 people that won't pay to get in that are sitting behind the fence, too. I think they ought to go out there and charge them. What do you think?
Well, Debbie and I came in from that street side over there. We did pay to get in, but
well, you don't have to. You're supposed to tell them you're helping me.
Well, she had a pass for us, so it was okay.
That's really nice.
It was okay.
Good-looking crews on both sides for the assistant coaches and the head coaches. Really looking forward to the night. Riverbank Bar and Grill, located on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence, Illinois. Riverbank Bar and Grill is a place to go for your great food, cold drinks, fun with friends. You know, they're doing a little drive-up for all the guys hauling grain this year, so you can pick up a sandwich and the chips and a drink right there, too. And the smoke has flown across here, folks. We're just about ready for kickoff. Mendon won the flip, deferred to the second half. It'll be Camp Point Central's ball, and I think we've got time to take one last break before we have the kickoff. We'll do that. Come back with kickoff. Mendon Unity kicking to Camp Point Central when we come back after these.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515.
Marco Rodriguez, number 10. Number 6 is Curtis Rigg. They'll be back deep for the Panthers. Brim Parrish wears the number 10. He'll be kicking off, and we'll be looking forward to how things work there. He wears the number 10 they gave me. Is that what he's got on tonight? I can't, it's hard to pick them up when they're standing sideways. Yep. It almost looked like a 70. I didn't know. And you got that dress code on there, Hunter Voth. And so, how are you, Hunter?
Doing great. I'm glad to be here.
Glad you joined us. He'll be helping us out, helping keep track of some tackles and things. Bob's got the stats, and we'll try to do a good job for you. Sit back and enjoy football on Central Illinois Sports and the cameras from Mendon Unity Payson. Kicking off from the 40-yard line, left footer. He'll kick it across the middle. The ball will be taken by one of the up men. That's at the 30, 35, 40-yard line. Breaks the tackle, gets it to midfield, falls forward from there all the way to the 45. Luke Ippenson carried that ball, and he caught it on the line like a shortstop, Bob.
Well, I was going to say like he got a rebound off the backboard almost. Like he jumped in the air and grabbed that out of midair and made a good return. Panthers going to start at the opponent's 45-yard line. Great field possession for the first start.
Such a fine athlete he is. Now, is he Jason's boy?
He is, yes.
Jason's one of the best catchers I ever umpired behind. And his grandpa, Jack Hamilton, was 2 years ahead of me, and I tried to make him a star during his career. But sometimes him and Dick Beckett are getting away. Well, here comes Niekamp and company for the Panthers. Offset I with a wing on the right side, and Eikens wide to the right. They start a man in motion. Nope, just reset the tight end, start a man there. They'll give it to the fullback, Jasper Flessner, carrying people across the middle, hard to bring down all the way to the 30. And he goes from the 45 to the 30, giving 15 yards and a first down for the Panthers just underway here at Mendon Unity Field. No huddle offense. Freddie Steinway says keep that clock a-rolling. And Niekamp's got him at the line, offset behind the quarterback, man in motion. They give it on the right side. That's Weir. He's working on the inside, breaking tackles all the way across to close to the 15-yard line. Gets it down to the 16. It looks like that's where they're going to spot it. Another first down, the second of the ball game, 14 yards on the carry. And the Panthers have already picked up a couple first downs. Quick from the huddle. Double setbacks behind Niekamp, the sophomore. Pitches it out to the left side. Rigg tries to turn the corner. Good defense by Mendon Unity. He'll be brought down by number 7, and that is Justin Cram.
Just a gain of 1, Jack.
What gain of 1 on the play? Second down and 9 from the 15. 11 minutes left first quarter. No score on the Ridgeline Sales Group Incorporated scoreboard. Single set to the left-hand side, wide out right side. Man in motion is Zach Ware. They pass the ball to Ware, gets a block. Well, that's Marco Rodriguez. Not much gain on the play, maybe a couple, call it 3. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. The Panthers still could pick up a first down on about the 4-yard line.
They're trying to set a wide receiver screen out to set Marco into the flat, but the Unity Payson to cover that well. They had 2 guys up to defend that, and a small gain for the Panthers.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, we'll call it here. Ball sitting on the 14-yard line according to the board. I think it might be just a little bit farther than that, but pretty close. 10-13 and counting. Niekamp in the double wing the first time for the Panthers. Man in motion. Give the ball right side. Nice job by Mendon as they stack up the fullback. Run on the play was who?
Jasper Flessner on the carry.
Tackle on the play, Blake Arnsman, they say.
No gain, Jack, on that one.
Nice defense by Mendon there. They've stacked it up, and a 4th and a long 6 for the Panthers. Might they go to the air here? Panthers send a couple guys in, couple guys out. Marco Rodriguez sneaks into the game. We saw him make a tremendous catch at Triopia over the left shoulder. Let's see what they're going to do here. They tried that little swing, had Eichen blocking, but the defender in Arnsman fought through that. Niekamp starts Rodriguez in motion. He's got the ball, turns the corner, and Mendon has held on defense. Tackle by Austin Jansen, and Central runs out of downs. It'll be Mendon Unity football. Nice job by the Mustangs. 1st and 10. And what, on the 13, 12-yard line? What do you think? The 11, they say? 1st and 10 from the 11. What a good defensive stand by the Mustangs that time, guys.
They held strong there, Jack. They didn't have any mistakes during the drive defensively. Gave up 2 big runs, but then after that, they had plays of 1, 2, 3 yards. And pretty stingy after that inside the red zone.
If you don't realize, Mendon Unity is a big rival of the Panthers over the years, and so they really get up for this game. Plus, it's homecoming, Bob, and that makes a difference.
Well, there have been a lot of high energy around school all week, I'm sure, culminated by today's parade and other things happening to continue school spirit at the highest level.
They're going to move the ball over to the hash mark. Sawyer Allen will be the quarterback. Justin Cram and Austin Jansen are the running backs. They've got wide receivers, usually quite a few. We'll try to pick those guys up as we can. Jansen's got the ball on the right side, runs it out to about the 15-yard line, gets outside the 15, almost to the 16. Give him a gain of 5 and make it a 2nd and a long 5 for the Mustangs at the 9:07 mark of the first quarter. No score in the game. Panthers will get woke up quick by Coach Dixon. They'll say, these guys came to play, boys.
Well, they took us out of our pregame script as well offensively when our plays weren't as functional as we would like.
Yeah, Brown County rolled all over the Mendon team. They're wanting a little revenge. Allen, the quarterback, he's a dandy athlete. He's going to keep it himself, try to run across the middle into a stack of Panthers. Not much gain on that play. And let's see where they spot the ball.
Chase Barner from our defensive line, the first one in there to pile that run up, Jack.
Doesn't look like the yard marker moved much, so we'll make it a 3rd and 5 from the 16. The difference here is the Mustangs are in 3-down territory. The Panthers were in 4-down, even though they couldn't do anything.
Well, also the Panthers started with the ball, so that'll favor the Mustangs coming out of halftime.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation by Allen. Single setback. Back to pass, and he can do that well. Now he's thinking about running, got a little pressure, finds a guy across the middle. That man is Kendall Knox, and he's got the first down for the Mustangs. That ball all the way outside the 30, out to the 32, make it 16 yards on the play, and the first down of the ball game for the Mustangs comes at the 7:59 mark. Stops the clock quickly to reset the chains, and the Mustangs got it moving. And he got such good coverage that time in protection. The Panthers kind of rushed him, but he stayed steady, did he not?
The receiver came all the way from the far side across the middle, gave him time to come across, get open, and made a nice catch and run.
3 wides to the left. Now the man on the right side for the Mustangs moves. I think it'll be an illegal procedure. Let's see what they're going to call. Yep, it'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Mustangs. It'll make it a 1st and 15. Take it back to the 27. 7:37 mark. They'll stop the clock for a second, and then they'll get it going. Everybody a little anxious here. Sawyer Allen in the pistol with a single setback, and who is that right next to him, guys?
Should be Jansen in the back likely. Cram.
Cram gets the ball. He's going to be stuffed there and no gain on the play. In fact, he'll lose a little bit. Justin Cram was the ball carrier. Looks like they will spot the ball. Ooh, he got a good spot on the play, though. I will say that. It's at the 26, so a loss of about a yard.
Paxton Flester in there from his defensive end spot on the left side to bust through for that tackle for no gain, Jack, or -1?
-1 is what I saw.
Good deal.
Under 7 minutes, first quarter play. Mustangs with 3 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right. Allen looks to pass the ball. He's back, got plenty of time. Under a little bit of pressure. Now here come the Panthers. He is taken and the ball comes loose. Panthers have recovered the fumble as they strip the ball. And who picked it up there? Show us a replay on that, Tim, on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Jasper Flester comes up with the recovery, Jack.
Wiskirchen, I think, had the strip on that. And a nice job by Wiskirchen. So a nice run by Allen, but he gets it stripped, and the Panthers will be in business on, the 32-yard line?
That's what our linebackers are supposed to do, right? Hold their spot and then come up when the quarterback starts running. And two of our best linebackers combining for an important play to turn the momentum back to the Panthers. Let's move the ball this time, Jack.
32-yard line. That's what I had at 1st and 10. 6:40 left in the quarter. Change of possession. Panthers with it for the second time. They give it on the right side. That's Weir trying to turn the corner, but a nice job by the Mustangs wearing the number 81, and in on the tackle is Charlie Sarber. I had him as number 9. Which one does he wear, guys? 81 tonight? 81. They showed him in the starters when they sent him to me at 9, but he also was wearing 81, so we'll put him at 81. He had a great tackle.
1 yard loss by, well, they moved this back behind the sticks, so -1 for Zach Weir on that carry, Jack.
Yeah. Nice job, really doing a nice job on there's not a misdirection yet happening, so we'll see what happens when the Panthers change it a little bit. We haven't seen Cale Niekamp look to the air yet. Double wing formation. They give it to the man on the right side. He's going to be stacked up after a very short gain. Jasper Flester, tackle on the play, 77. Trenton Jones at the defensive tackle. Give him a gain to the 31, gains 2, brings up a 3rd and 9. And we're at the 5:40 mark of the first quarter. We're at a stalemate right now. Good plays on both sides in the early going.
Strong defensive line play, supplemented by a big play by the linebackers when necessary.
Mark George is joining us over in Dayton, Ohio. We'll see him in a couple of weeks. Niekamp, the quarterback, man in motion. He gives the ball in the reverse to Weir, trying to turn the corner. Gets some good running room. Close to the first down. Let's see where they spot the ball. Little off, a little reversal play, and he got big yardage on that. Give him 10 on the play. Well, it's just a gain of 9, but he picked up the first down, they say, correct?
That was a little misdirection you just called out a second ago, Jack. It looked like Curtis was coming our way. Instead, Zach went the other way.
And Zach let the blockers get the time to make things happen there. 1st and 10, Panthers, 22-yard line, 5:15 left in the quarter. And just like the Panthers do a lot of times, they start a man in motion. People jump off sides, and that'll make a 1st and 5, or will it be a false start?
It was against the Mustangs, the defensive penalty. Their second penalty, total of 10 yards, Jack. So we're down to 1st and 5, ball down to the 17.
Well, you got a Zach Weir, a Jack Holt, a Jack Weiss, and maybe Max out there. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
And Hunter votes. 5:15 left first quarter. No score in the ball game. 1st and 5 from the 17. Niekamp has it. Man jumps off sides again by the Mustangs, and they'll have to clean that up because that's going to give the Panthers a 1st and 10. If they don't get a 1st and 10 here, we'll question the officials or the guy that drew the line, right?
Well, they're already moving the chain gang, Jack, so luckily we don't have to worry about that piece. But we're trying to, I think, get the momentum back in our way, stymie this aggressive Mustang defense for the moment.
Mustang's looking pretty sharp out here. Really doing a good job on defense. Double wing formation. Give the ball full back across the middle. Rolling people across down inside the 5. Was that Flessner?
Jasper Flessner on the carry. Briggs Wurstkirchen on the lead block coming downfield along with Evan Walker.
Down to the 3. Give him 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. He can pick up a first down at the 2. 4:54 left first quarter of play. Panthers, after the fumble recovery, are on the move. They started this time on the 32-yard line. Man in motion. Across the middle. Flessner carries the ball into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-yard run, Jasper Flessner. It comes at the 4:38 mark of the first quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays. And it started at the 6:40 mark, so it took 2 minutes and 2 seconds for the score. And it's a 6-0 lead for the Panthers in the early going here. Turnovers we knew were going to be a big part of this game, Hunter, and they have been so far.
Yeah, I kind of knew that a little bit too. I mean, Mustang just got to do a better job taking care of the ball.
Got to take care of the ball, that's for sure. Double wing, fullback, Niekamp, the quarterback, pitches it out right side Weir, tries to cut across the middle. That's Rigg, I should say, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field, 4:38 left in the quarter. Panthers 8, Mustangs nothing. Back with more after these.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Tell us about that scoring drive.
Scoring drive for the Panthers started after the fumble recovered by, who recovered that one? Briggs? Briggs knocked it loose.
Yep, Briggs knocked it
and
loose.
Jasper Flessner had the recovery.
Got the recovery.
And Jasper gets the 3-yard run. At the 4:38 mark of the first quarter, that scoring drive covered 32 yards, took 8 plays, 2 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock. Also, Curtis Rigg, 2-point conversion on the run. Panthers to the field at the 40-yard line. Here's Marco's first kick of the night, Jack.
7-0 Hawks over Pleasant Hill Western at Griggsville Perry at the 8:57 mark, also on the Ridgeline scoreboard. It's Calhoun playing against West Central tonight, Triope and Brown County, and Route and Beardstown along with North Green. And Brown County's up 6-0 at their homecoming game. Marco's going to kick off for the first time, and he's had some different kinds of kickoffs. Who we got back deep? Should be Kendall Cox and Blake Arnsman somewhere back there. Try to get the deep man for us there, Hunter. Who do you think that is? Arnsman. Short kick, little pop fly. It's going to be taken, ball loose, and then the man falls on it for Mendon Unity. It's at the 30-yard line. I'll check and see who caught that ball and downed it for Mendon. Okay, so Kendall Cox, or Knox, I should say. I got Cox because I wrote it wrong, that's why. Mendon Unity has the ball, 4:36 left first quarter. And the man kind of had it come out of his hands. You got to take care of the football, don't you, Bob?
Well, they're looking into the lights, I think. Maybe it might be a bit of a challenge. The Mustangs' second possession. I just noticed the field, Jack. It's still filling up with more and more people. A huge crowd here tonight in Mendon.
Really a nice crowd. Homecoming at Brown County. Quincy's got a home game tonight. Notre Dame's at Breeze, so maybe these are all Notre Dame fans. You never know. I thought they'd all be at home listening to us. So Sawyer Allen, the quarterback in the pistol position. Ball on the 30. He keeps it himself across the middle. He's going to take a little bit of a beating after gaining a couple. Wurstkirchen, they say, on the tackle. Make it a 2nd and 8 from about the 32. I think's where they're going to spot the ball.
1-yard gain for Sawyer.
Okay.
I think, Jack, if Briggs' job tonight is to spy on the quarterback, he's going to have a busy night.
Damon Emery at Great Rivers Bank, taking care of you for all your banking. 285-4404. Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give them a call in Jacksonville and Pittsfield. 217-285-5548. Allen with a 2nd and 9. Single setback, 3 wides to this side. Back to pass. Little swing pass, and that's dangerous because that's almost a lateral, but it'll be an incomplete pass and bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Mustangs from the 31-yard line. You know, when you throw that little lateral pass, it went out of bounds, so it didn't hurt anything, but that ball's live if it goes behind the man.
Yeah, behind the line of scrimmage, it's risky, but they were trying to isolate their receiver on Marco, hoping he could beat one and get a big gain.
But not necessarily behind the line of scrimmage. It's the lateral of the man, I think.
That's right, yes.
You can throw it forward behind the line of scrimmage and not be a fumble, but that could have almost been danger for Mendon Unity. Sawyer Allen can hit those receivers, though, and he's got a lot of them to choose from. The Panthers are going to have a lot of pressure like they did against Greenfield Northwestern. Rolls out, little pressure in the play. Down, he's going to be taken down. Penalty flag on the outside here, and that may be holding against the Panthers on the defensive side where it was thrown. Let's take a look and see what they called. Jasper Flessner in on the tackle, they say. Ball's back about the 29. I think it's going to go against the Panthers. I think they saw a hold in the defensive backfield, and I think that'll be the call. There are no automatic first downs in high school football. We'll remind you of that. But they are going to spot the ball from the 33 and now walk off 10 yards, I do believe. So that'll put it to the 43, and that'll be a Mendon Unity Mustang first down. Penalty against the Panthers on the outside here. One of the linebackers might have had a hold of the man. That comes at the 3:45 mark. But I watched the referee's head, and it was looking into that defensive backfield.
That might have been why we had a little extra time to put pressure on the quarterback.
Right, exactly.
First and 10
Allen.
Mustangs here, Jack.
He's got 1st and 10 from the 43, his own. Gives it to the man across the middle. Carrying the ball this time, wearing the number 25 is Austin Jansen. Jansen's going to get the ball to the 43-yard line. No gain, no loss in the play. 63, they
Chase Barner in on that stop.
Let Bob do those tackles because he can pick them up a lot quicker than the old guy here, that's for sure. From the 43, 2nd and 10, 3:05 left in the first quarter, 8-0 Panthers. Ridgeline Sales Group Incorporated scoreboard on Central Illinois Sports. One wide out this side, and he's a tall young man. Sawyer Allen starts a man in motion. Looking at the swing. Now he's going to throw it across the middle. Going for the gusto. Throwing it down the field. And Marco Rodriguez almost picked that off, didn't he?
Curtis Rigg on the coverage on that side, Jack. But, Curtis kind of outran his intended receiver. Got to the ball. Sawyer threw a nice ball out there for the receiver to run under, but Curtis Rigg was the first one there with his speed.
Well, the reason I thought it was Marco Rodriguez because we've seen him intercept balls at Greenfield and Triopia running away from the line of scrimmage, but Curtis Rigg must have watched him in practice and said, I think I could do that too.
Yeah, Marco's made several brilliant catches this season, both offensively and defensively.
Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals to Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. Food's hot, drinks are cold. To Moose Lodge, they'll sell pork chops tomorrow. Pistol formation for the senior quarterback in Sawyer Allen. Starts a man in motion. He looks across the middle. Still looking, moving, wants to run himself. Nice gain on the play. And he may have the first down as he's across the Panther 45 to the 43. And I think that's enough for a first down, is it not?
Well, the officials are signaling 4th and inches. And that's the strength of that senior quarterback. We had him tackled about 3 yards before that, but he drug the tackler for another 3. Got within inches. 4th down, big play for the Mustangs in the first quarter.
Yeah, I saw him score 30 against the Sockies in basketball, about 5'11". He just took it to the hole. He's got strong formation, going to keep it himself across the middle. Man goes down. It'll be close, but I think he's got it. I don't know. It depends on the set of the ball. It'll be first down for somebody. The official on this side is moving to his right, but they have the ball set, and they're going to say first down, I do believe.
I think they're going to measure.
They're going to measure. Bring the chains out. We'll check the lines. We can take about a 30-second break here. We'll just leave it on here. 2:01 left in the quarter. Here we got a good camera angle. The ball's going to be on the 42.5-yard line. What do you think, guys? It looks like the chains are going to be taut and the football will be in front of them to me. They got it by the length of the football. First down for Mendon. It comes at the 2:01 mark, and he got just enough. They put both backs in the backfield. 1st and 10 Mendon. They're still on the run. Ball now is on the 47-yard line, excuse me. 50-yard line's right there where that 5-0 is. I should have picked up on that, I guess.
Can you tell the red and blue, the maroon and blue colors, Jack?
Yeah, I can. That part I don't have trouble with.
All right.
It's red and green when it's dark and daytime sometime. Now Sawyer Allen was going to run it. False start on the play. Or did we have somebody offsides? The preliminary indication is Freddie Steinway says 5-yard penalty against Mendon, and that's been their bugaboo already tonight. That's going to take the ball back into Mustang territory at their own 48-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 15. Repeat the down. Start the clock, 1:38 and counting left in the quarter. Brown County with a 14-0 lead over Triopia. 12-12, Illini West and West Hancock on a Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. We'll get a Pittsfield score here in a little bit, playing New Berlin. 1:15 will be on the clock about the time they hike the ball or less. Now they have a problem again. Somebody called a timeout, and that's Mendon Unity. The timeout is the Adams Fiber timeout. Brought to you by Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. 217-214-3423.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Meridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point. 1st and 15, ball on the 48 of Mendon Unity. Panthers come back out after the Mustangs called the timeout. Panthers are going with a 3-man front right now. I don't think we're seeing anything of Caden Niekamp, though, are we, Bob?
He is not wearing any pads.
Okay. Give the ball.
Sawyer still
got it. Now under pressure, going to be brought down, and it'll be a big loss on the play as he's going to be back inside the 45-yard line. They're going to set the ball on the 43. He'll lose 5 on the play.
Briggs Wiskirchen on the excellent pressure that time. Credit also, Jack, our defensive backfield. The quarterback was looking deep. Cale Niekamp had coverage. Curtis Rigg had coverage. Marco had coverage. Zach Weir was back there, and that enabled our defensive front, including our linebackers, to put a little extra pressure.
Tell you what, WIVC's scoring thread doesn't have many scores coming up the last couple of games. I don't know what's going on. Somebody must be on strike. Sawyer Allen, 2nd and 20 from his own 43. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Panthers lead at 8-0. Allen could score at any time with his arm, though. Now he's under pressure. He's got people on him. He gets rid of the ball across the middle, finds a receiver all the way down to the 46-yard line in Panther territory. Give him
13 on the reception. Cole Ray.
And he gained 7 plus 4 is 11 yards on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 9. That's the end of the first quarter. Panthers lead at 8-0. Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Second quarter play-by-play comes your way after these. It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814. So it is a 3rd down and 9, is it not?
3rd and 9, another pivotal play here, but this is the start of the second quarter, Jack, right at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 is what it should be, and it's at the 46 of the Panthers. Sawyer Allen in the pistol, back to pass. He's got big pressure, man, coming up, and now he's wrapped up and taken down. Quarterback sack on the play is Bachhold, who took him down way back at the 49. Where are they going to spot the ball? Right at the 50?
3-yard loss.
Yep, it'll be
credit again, Jack.
4th down and 12.
Briggs was really through the line in a hurry, made the quarterback tuck the ball, and that enabled DeCollin, 2 more counts to get there for the sack. Mustang now for their first punt of the night. Ball marked right at that 50-yard line for the snap.
Send us text to scores 217-473-5151. Love to hear from you. Allen, the punter. Ball is blocked. Panthers are going to have great field position on the 49-yard line of the Mustang after the block punt.
Colin Bachhold came through from his far left side and made the block. Kick recovered by either Jasper Flessner or Luke Ippenson. I couldn't tell. 34-35 right beside each other, Jack.
I will tell you, I pointed out to Tim the other night in the sophomore game, the punter was not far enough back, and they were not far enough back this time. Ball's on the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. But you've got to get back a little bit farther than that to give that punter time to punt the ball. Here comes Niekamp and company. Double wing formation. Flessner, I do believe, is the fullback. Man in motion. They give the ball to Flessner across the left-hand side. Busted across the 45 down to the 41-yard line, it appears to me. He'll gain 7 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 3. Put it down the 42-yard line. Now it's on the 43. That wasn't a very good set that time.
6-yard gain for Jasper on 1st down. Kale to the sideline to get the next play for the Panthers, Jack.
Yeah, he ran into his own blocker that time, I think, didn't he, Hunter?
Chase Barner's taking the snap for the Panthers to Kale.
Barner, the center, man in motion, fullback with the ball, left side, breaks tackles, carries it across for enough for the 1st down and more. 40, 30, close to the 30-yard line, it looks like to me. That would be a gain of about 13 on the play and another Panther 1st down. Comes at the 10:30 mark. Clock does not stop on the chains moving there. I'm kind of surprised. Okay. Well, but don't you usually stop the clock to move the chains? Yeah. Well, Freddie's in a hurry tonight. He's got a date afterwards. He's going to come to Dairy Ripple and get ice cream like he likes to when he's umpired. Niekamp, the quarterback. Man in motion from the right. Second man gets the ball. He's got it and burst across the middle. On the right wing, that should be Rigg. And you'll have to help me on the spot here, guys, because it's a little.
Well, they're moving to the 13-yard line, Jack.
So give him 17 on the play and a 1st and 10. We said the 13. Are they on the 11? The 13. Looks like he's on about the 12, doesn't it? I'm looking at the guy on this side.
Either way, it's 1st and 10 Panthers with a chance for another series.
Niekamp, the quarterback, man in motion from the right. Gives it to the fullback, whistle on the play before everything got rolling. False start against the Panthers. That'll make them lose 5 yards. Back to the 17. 1st and 15. First penalty of the night on them, Bob?
second penalty, Jack.
Okay.
Remember we had the defensive
that's
holding?
Right. That's right.
So 2 penalties for 15 yards. We're back to, now they have it back to about the 18-yard line. Still first and 15, 9:30 remaining in the first half of the Panthers.
Trying to watch the monitor that you guys are watching the ball on right now, but I'm going to watch the field itself. They start the ball the other way, and now the Mustangs give them that 5 yards back on an offsides. So we do the hokey pokey, and we're back where we started from at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10.
5 penalties for 25 yards for the Mustangs in the first quarter in 3 minutes.
When you gain that 5 yards, you can't give it back that easy. LSSD Trucking 3D Leasing, 285-2808. Trucking for all your needs, the Dunham boys and their staff. Thank you to all of our sponsors tonight for helping bring the football game to you. Hope you enjoy it. We'll let it on for a while so you can watch it afterwards. Man in motion from the right. They give the ball to that man, tries to make him miss. Marco Rodriguez into the end zone from 12 yards out. Marco lights it up at the 8:42 mark, and the Panthers now with a 14-0 lead. Marco really did a nice job making people miss there, Bob.
He was got the ball from the other side, got the sweep to the near sideline here where we're seated. He made the first guy miss, and then made 2 more guys miss and ran through one guy. Nice run by Marco.
That's only 5 plays, 8:42 on the clock. There was 11:17, so 17:59, 2 minutes and 59 seconds, 5 plays and a touchdown. Panthers moved the ball from the 48-yard line into the end zone after they got the turnover. Now they'll hand the ball across the middle. We're trying to run it in. Mendon's held him up, and he's not going to make it. The point after is no good. Timeout on the field. 8:14 left, 42 left in the half. Panthers 14, Mendon Unity nothing. Back with more after these.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
5 plays, 2 minutes, 59 seconds, 48 yards. The Panthers on that scoring play. Capped off on a 12-yard run by Marco Rodriguez, and they lead it 14-0. Zach Ware just couldn't get loose, and the Mustangs did a nice job on defense, and they've showed some good things. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Second quarter action, 8:42 left. Let's see what Marco wants to do. Little pop fly on the right side. Man catches it. He's still up. And going to be tackled, let's see, 35-yard line.
Number 9, Zach Weir and others is on the tackle.
Weir on the tackle.
Or the 36?
I think it's the 36, is it not?
They're still trying to set it here, Jack. I think it's coming out 36-yard line.
Yep.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Quarterback Sawyer Allen out. 8:39 for this possession for the Mustangs in the second quarter.
We'll get all that written down because we may need that. Sockies trail 7-6 to New Berlin. Second quarter action, I do believe. Single setback behind the quarterback in Allen. Panthers defense, a lot of pressure on them with Allen the quarterback. They'll hand the ball across the middle. Short gain on the play. Out for about a yard or 2. Carrying the ball that time. Jansen on the tackle. Was that Austin Jansen on the run?
Yes.
Jansen ran
2-yard gain. He has 3 carries for 6 yards.
38-yard line. Beautiful night here for football at Mendon Unity. And, man, we got a nice crowd on hand tonight. I mean a nice crowd.
It just keeps filling up in both end zones, Jack. Have we mentioned this huge flag that's in the north end zone, Jack?
Nope, but have you mentioned that Hunter Voth has got a suit on?
Yeah, blue suit, pink tie.
Trying to make us all look as bad. Pink tie. Jansen didn't get anything much there, I don't think, Bob.
No, Paxton Flessner. Briggs is in the backfield again. I'm not keeping enough close track of tackles, but Briggs is having an outstanding first half. He's creating a lot of havoc in the Mustang backfield.
Wiskirken's filling that role that many didn't know if he could, but he's really doing a nice job. And that's without Caden Niekamp out there really taking a lot of pressure off, because when Caden's out there, you got to put 2 or 3 guys on him.
We have Curtis Rigg on the near side, Cale Niekamp as the safety.
Allen in the pistol. Faces a third down. He's back to pass. Got some time. People falling around him. Shuffles a couple of times. Across the middle. Good defense by the Panthers. Who was the intended receiver?
Knox was the intended receiver.
Okay. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 4th down, and you would think Mendon would want a punt here, I would think. At the 7:10 mark, that stops the clock. I mean, I'm not telling you they wouldn't run a fake punt here or something. They're going to get the ball to start the second half, too, so if there was a way they could keep it here, that would be very valuable for them.
Jack, I'm going to recognize Dylan Mound, who is on the corner on that far side defending that pass. Good for Dylan.
The senior. Back is Sawyer Allen. He's back a little deeper this time. Gets it away. Nobody's going to get close to this as Markle waves his arms. Now the ball rolls the other way. And the Panthers are going to get the ball on the 34-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10. So 12 and 16 is a 28-yard punt, and the Panthers 1st and 10 at the 7-minute mark. Is that right?
I noticed, Jack, on my score sheet, you've put 12 running backs down here for me, so that's good
planning.
Well,
there are so many people running the ball. I did what I could for you, Bob, and you'll have to split the squares. But, you know, that bigger sheet that John makes for us helps a little bit. I worked with a smaller one for a long time.
That's good. 1st and 10, Panthers right at the 7-0-0 mark in the second quarter, Jack. We're at the 33-yard line. Second possession of this quarter.
Waters Concrete, taking care of all your concrete, 309-252-1052. Here comes Cale Niekamp, who has not put the ball really in the air tonight yet. One time, back to pass. Speaking of the devil, got a man wide open. The catch, 35-30, 25-20, breaks the tackle. Is that Marco Rodriguez? Any flags on the play?
Don't see any flags,
I don't
Jack.
see any flags.
67-yard pass.
67-yard pass, and that was to Marco Rodriguez, correct?
Correct.
Marco Rodriguez gets the ball at the 6:49 mark, and more of that play action held everybody on the pass play from Niekamp, the sophomore, and it makes it a 20-0 ball game. Tim showed you that Sheila Davidsmeyer replay on the 67-yard pass play. That was pretty. That play action just holds those linebackers in, and if that free safety doesn't follow the man, and Marco's a hard one to follow.
You just called that pass play right before that, Jack. Here we go for the 2-pointer.
Yep. They're going to give the ball across the middle. That's to the fullback. He's in. Call it Flessner. Timeout on the field. Panthers lead it 22-0. And Adams Fiber, timeout. Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. www.adams.net.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2021 Ford Escape has 102,352 miles, is all-wheel drive, has leather interior, a lane departure warning system, and forward collision system. It is priced to sell at $19,250. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Grinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
67-yard pass play from Cale Niekamp to Marco Rodriguez. We started at the 7-minute mark. We're at the 6:49 mark. That whole thing took 11 seconds. Hunter Voth, could you run that fast?
Oh, probably not.
Me either.
I know.
What? You even hesitated, Hunter. I can't believe that.
I was the fastest fat kid in my school. We used to have fat kid races all the time. You know?
Everyone usually teased me during school, like, Hunt, run, run. I'm like, I'm going to
Said there ain't nothing chasing me, so I'm not running. Here we go.
Here's Marco at the 40 again, Jack. He's famous for the kickoff. Let's see what he does this time.
Let's see if they got anything up their sleeve. Straight kickoff, going to be kicked away from the man, but he takes it at the man wearing the number 3 is Blake Arnsman. Tackle on the play by Bachhold. They're going to set the ball right on the 24-yard line. Is that correct?
Colin Bachhold and Luke Ippenson are really turning into outstanding special teams players,
Are they not bookends? And they're both on the basketball team. Now, if James Barnett can get them to set a pick for each other, they still got to stop Sawyer Allen, though, because not very many people did last year in basketball. 6:45 left in the half, 22-0 Panthers here. We'll have some updates for you at halftime on some other scores and update you on all those. Once again, send us a text at 217-473-5151. Calhoun up. Oh, no. It's 8-8, West Central and Calhoun.
Jack, that pass is complete down to the 37-yard line.
That's 13 yards on the play and a first down. Sawyer showing he can throw the ball. Kendall Knox with the catch. How many first downs for Mendon now?
That's their third. Zach Weir with a little stinger during that run, Jack. He's a little slow getting up, and he's
coming off
the field.
There are people to replace you if you need to come off, because the Panthers have a bunch of racehorses over there wanting to play. Sawyer Allen in the pistol, 1st and 10 from the 37 of Mendon Unity. 6:37 left in the half. They start the clock. Allen barks out the signals. He has done a nice job being evasive, hands it off, and that man's taken down on a single tackle on the play for the Panthers. That is Chase Barner, and he's been active tonight.
He's assisted by Grant Hamilton. You said Zach goes off. There's somebody replacing him. There's Grant. In on the tackle, first snap. Look at that. Good job.
Ball at the 37-yard line. No gain, no loss on the play. We're down at the 6-minute mark. Allen, the quarterback. Single setback with him there. Throws a little swing pass on the right side. Panthers trying to defend it. Nice gain on the play by Mendon. Close to a first down. In fact, I think they may have one.
Blake Arnsman on the reception. 11-yard gain, I'm going to say, Jack.
1st and 10. The Mustangs pick it up on the pass play. It's at the 47-yard line. And the Mustangs pick up their 4th first down.
Playing a little wider spread by the Mustangs here, giving Sawyer Allen the targets on both the right and left. He's got 3 left, 1 to the right, only a single running back.
Calhoun and West Central, 8-8 second quarter. How about that? Allen tries it to the same side, only the other way. Here we go. Nice job on the play by Knox. Kendall Knox gets it into Panther territory at the 41-yard line, and that'll be another first down. That's 12 yards on the pass play. And Sawyer Allen kind of picking that Panther defense apart there with those swing passes. And it's the run after the pass that's really been the difference maker here. Camp Point Central calls the timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. 5:14 left in the half. The official timeout brought to you by Adams Fiber. Visit adams.net or call 217-214-3423.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
B&B has the tools you need to get the job done. Trusted, hard-working brands like Steel and Milwaukee. Sold and serviced right here in Camp Point, Illinois, USA. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. Call, click, or stop by.
I'll tell you what, Carrollton is up 20-0 over Pleasant Hill. Or 28-0 now. We see that West Central and Calhoun were tied at 8 apiece. in the second quarter of that game. Pittsfield down 7-6 in their contest against New Berlin at home. Brown County up 21-0. Homecoming against Triopia, 8:16 left in the third. That game's moving fast. We're in the second quarter, 5:14 left. 1st and 10, Mendon from the 41 of the Panthers. 3 wideouts right side. They start a man in motion. Now they're going to pitch the ball to that man. Nope, Sawyer Allen's going to keep it, and he'll be spun around right back to the line of scrimmage.
Paxton Flester with the stop, Jack. We give the quarterback 1 yard gain.
No, it was at the 41, and it still
Still
appears
there.
to be. Yep.
Good for Paxton getting to the backfield and disrupting that play. That was the first running play, Hunter, like the last 5, right? First of the last 5 that they've rushed the ball.
Who's the man playing right over that football right now? There's a couple of guys really pinching on that 3-man front.
Chase Barner's right in the middle of that.
He's really had some good plays. 3 wideouts the right side. Allen looks to the swing. Man comes up, misses the tackle. Man makes him miss. Now the ball's loose, and who's got it? It looks like the Panthers have recovered after the catch. Who caught the ball? Marco Rodriguez, it looked like, got the ball. So the man was Arnsman that caught the ball. He gains 2 on the play, 2 on the play, and then Marco Rodriguez knocks it loose and gets the football, and the Panthers are back in action.
We have a Mustang receiver down, Jack.
So there's a man down on the field. We'll take the timeout. 4:29 left in the half. Panthers lead at 22-0. We're back with more after this.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Panthers will have the ball in their own 44-yard line after the fumble. Marco Rodriguez came up with it. They say Barner knocked it out. That means he went from nose guard all the way out there about 15 yards to cover in the flat? Oh, Barner had the recovery. Okay. Man in motion. Give the ball in the reverse on the counter. That is Rigg. He picks it up and gets it out around the 50-yard line. Allen in on the tackle. Should bring up a second down and about 4 for the Panthers. Rigg on the counter play. Comes from the right wing position. They start everybody flowing across the middle and then burst him out outside that tackle. And that means that tight end's got to really block down there, doesn't he, Bob?
He does. And maybe, Jack, we give Brad Dixon a little credit for that defensive timeout. The momentum wasn't going our way. He took timeout, reset something, turnover next play. There you go.
Yep. Double wing this time. Cale Niekamp, the quarterback. His team leads 22-0. Back to pass. Didn't find the man. Now hits the man in the flats. Turns and slips after he's inside the 45 down to the 43.
Curtis Rigg on the reception.
Rigg on the catch.
6-yard gain.
He's on the 43. It should be a 7-yard gain. 1st and 10, either way. Looks like the ball's on the 42, so you're right.
It's Curtis's first catch of the night. Cale Niekamp has completed 3 out of 3 passes for 76 yards.
He's been so efficient throughout his early season this year. Double wing again. He looks so relaxed out there right now. Give the ball on the counter play. That's Rigg on the outside. Bunch of Mendon Unity tacklers going to bunch him up there right on the 40.
They're going to move the forward progress down to the 38, it looks like, Jack.
So we'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. It's about 4, I'm afraid, so we'll call it 2nd and 6, it looks like. Doesn't that look like about a 4-yard gain? Yeah, we'll call it 3. That's fine. It's hard to tell from way over there. You know, that's over in another county almost. Rigg came out of the game as he had a ripped jersey, so they'll have to get the emergency jersey out. That's Marco Rodriguez wearing the number 10 in the left wing. That was Ippenson in front of the man, and Niekamp keeps it himself. Cale Niekamp, who's run for some touchdown, carrying people down the field, and I mean carrying people down the field. Inside the 20, look at this replay, folks. I knew I was going to sneeze, and I did.
24-yard gain for Cale Niekamp down to the 15-yard line. Jack, the last 4 or 5 yards he did by himself, didn't he?
I mean, he had about 4 people on him, and he is 6'1" and about 190 pounds. Well, he probably wrestles with Caden at home.
Well, maybe that.
That'd make you tough, wouldn't it? Holy cow.
We have Tate Eichen spread wide to the left this time.
Yep. 1st and 10 Panthers. Give the ball on the left-hand side. Nice job by Mendon on the defense. Short gain on the play. Weir on the carry. Where are they going to spot the ball?
11-yard line, giving a gain of 4.
2nd down and 6.
We got Luke Ippenson as the right side wing back, joined by Marco and Zach at our backfield at the moment.
Down to 1:35. Panthers are efficient here. They're leading 22-0. 1:30 left in the half. Will be about a minute left when they run the play. Man in motion. They give the ball to Ippenson across the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Check this replay out on that play coming from the right side to the left. Ippenson into the end zone from 11 yards out. An 11-yard run by Luke Ippenson. And he's more than a basketball player. Panthers now lead at 28-0. That all happened after a fumble at the 4:29 mark. Score comes at the 1:18 mark, and the Panthers very efficient on the offense. They just look like they're doing blue-collar work out there right now.
Nice run by Luke. He got to the left edge, but cut it really hard up the middle and made that touchdown
Did he
score
come
easy.
from that right end?
Came from the right side, circled behind the line, and cut it right up the middle.
They've run that end around from those tight ends about 3 times this season. Man in motion, give it deep. They whistle the play and kill it dead. I'd say maybe the Panthers had an illegal procedure, and that'll move it back to the 8, and that makes that 2-point play a little tougher from the 8-yard line.
3rd penalty for the Panthers for a total of 20 yards, Jack.
Niekamp says, I got a little room here, Coach. Ray, what do you think? What do you want to run?
Well, Marco's probably pleading his case, but the Cale's getting the play from Casey, so Cale's going to come out.
I would like
I'm looking for Tate.
I would like to see one of the other backs get the ball pitched to him and throw the ball back to Niekamp, because at 6'1", he could get open. Triopia used to run that old pitch it back and then throw it to the quarterback a lot.
We'll invite you over for backyard football on Sunday, Jack.
You bet. Double wing, man in motion. Back to pass, little quick hitter across the middle. Mendon makes a good defensive play, and it's no good. Timeout on the field. 1:18 left in the half. 28-0 Panthers on the Adams net timeout.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Dear Wester Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Invite you to stay tuned for the Little Jets Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. Family owned and operated. Their staff will make the car buying process simple, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied. Check out all their trade-ins too, littlejetsmotor.com. You've always wanted a Jeep. Go see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Little Jess started it, and Rodney and the gang keep it rolling at Little Jess Motors in Quincy, our halftime sponsor.
There's Marco for his fourth kickoff of the game. He'll be back in 1:18 to start the second half, too, with a kick.
Yeah, we'll have a long halftime with homecoming, so we'll have some extra stuff for you there. Marco kicks it deep away from the man who's back. He reaches up and grabs it, and then the ball gets away, and he's got a man on him. Ball comes loose, and I think the Panthers have recovered. Ippinson gets down and recovers the fumble on the kickoff. And Marco really got his foot into that one, did he not?
That was probably worthy to be a touchback, but the receiver did grab it. Never really got a hold of it. I'm not sure who else had the big hit.
Are we on the 3-yard line? Is that where they're at?
5-yard line.
Calling it the 5.
First and goal at the 5.
First and goal at the 5 for the Panthers. And so they're back at it again with a chance to score one more time. 28-0 here at the end of the first half. And, you know, the Mustangs really have done a lot of really good things. They've tackled well, but those deep passes have kind of broke things open, and then it just kept kind of loosening things up with that fullback as the double wing does.
Well, their screen passes were a pretty good momentum builder until Brad stopped the game and said, let's correct that.
Yeah, he said we need to work on that defense. Double wing formation, Eichen wide to the right. Don't be surprised if he's the target. Niekamp back, gives it across the middle. Fullback in to the end zone. We'll see who that was. Here comes the replay on it. Check out the number. Flessner, it appears, was the running back, they say. Jasper Flessner, 5-yard run for the touchdown, comes at the 57-second mark. And that means it only took 15 seconds for the touchdown. Jasper Flessner with another touchdown on the night, and that makes it 34-0, and the Panthers will try the 3-yard, 2-point conversion. You know, we'll have a chance at halftime to talk to the folks here at Mendon a little bit, too. They saw Brown County last week, seeing the Panthers here. Chance to compare the two. Brown County seemed like they had a lot of sacks last week in the game. And we'll try to compare some things for next week because that's a big one. Niekamp, back to pass, across the middle, flare pass. It's good for the 2-point conversion.
Curtis Rigg on the reception.
Timeout on the field. Panthers lead at 36-0. The official timeout brought to you by Adams Fiber. Keep your connection with the speed and reliability you need. www.adams.net.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power. Backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
Well, Bob, you made a little comparison there. Go ahead and tell people about that. It's kind of funny.
Well, this is what I wrote down. I'm sure we thought it was right. This last scoring drive was a 5-yard play. One play, 5-yard run by Jasper Flessner took 15 seconds. The scoring play a bit ago was a Marco pass reception for 67 yards. Took 11 seconds.
Well, they passed the ball. See, running takes longer.
Here's Marco at the 40.
Yeah, Marco at the 40, kicks it off, kicks it deep. He's really starting to get his foot into this a little bit, and that ball's going to roll into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. In high school, if the ball gets across the plane, automatic touchback. You cannot run the ball out from the goal line. So whoever that guy is that's got the 105-yard touchdown on the kickoff return, he'll hold that record forever, Bob, because you can't beat it.
That's right. Well, the Mustangs are going to get the ball to start their drive at the 20-yard line with 57 seconds remaining in the half.
And then they'll get it to start the second half.
And they have 2 timeouts too, Jack.
And with Sawyer Allen, they could go that whole 80 yards pretty darn fast. I'll tell you, they get a little extra line play here for Matt Woodward's group. This squad's still going to be tough, and I think they're a playoff-type team, and they can cause some problems in 2A. Allen in the pistol. He'll hand the ball off. Looks like Coach wants to kind of let the clock run down there. Nice little gain on the play. I'm going to.
Jansen on the carry. 3-yard gain.
Yep, give him 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 from the 23. Will Mendon come out of the huddle? 36 seconds left. They have to come out one time. Play clock at 24, game clock at 30. And so they'll have to run one more play. And will they go for the gusto here? Wide out on the left-hand side, 3 on the right. Sawyer says, I think I can hit somebody, Coach. He's going to keep the ball himself, run across the middle, off left tackle, gets a little. Weir gets the tackle, give him 3 yards on the play, and that should run us to halftime. So 3 yards on the play. It'll be kickoff to start the second half. Timeout here at halftime, 36-0. Panthers on the Ridgeline Sales Group Incorporated scoreboard, Central Illinois Sports, and we have reached the Little Jets Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. We'll come back after the break, recap the scoring, take another break, then we'll recap some of the yardage in the first half and tell you lots more about scores in the area and more. Don't you dare go away on Central Illinois Sports.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4 Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Game Masters has moved into our new Broadway location. We carry clothing brands like Cool Workwear, First Light, Meat Eater, Southern Point, Dive Bomb, along with your favorites like Sitka, Drake, and Mossy Oak. We still have our large selection of guns, ammo, safes, archery, and fishing gear, but now offer more cabin decor and gifts. Game Masters, now at 5100 Broadway in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
1 in 8. 1 in 8. 1 in 8. 1 in 8.
I am 1 in 8.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Our specialists in Quincy and Hannibal are here so you receive exceptional care, close to home. From industry-leading early detection technology to clinical research and oncology care, we're here to stop cancer from getting in the way. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Here at halftime in the Little Jets Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show, 36-0. Panthers lead the Mustangs here at halftime. Homecoming at Mendon Unity. Bob Bray's got some scoring recaps for us here. You saw a lot of those Sheila Davids-Meyer Northwestern Mutual replays. But, Bob, how did we get to this 36-0 score?
Panthers have 5 scores, 1 in the first quarter, 4 in the second. At the first quarter at the 4:38 mark, Jasper Flessner with a 3-yard run. That drive covered 32 yards with 8 plays in 2 minutes and 2 seconds, followed by a Curtis Rigg run to put the Panthers up 8-0. Now to the second quarter at the 8:42 mark. Marco Rodriguez, a 13-yard run, 48-yard drive for 5 plays, 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Our run failed for the 2-point try. At 6:49, Cale Niekamp with a long pass to Marco Rodriguez, 67 yards, 1 play possession, 11 seconds, Jack. Let's do that math again. We'll get that mile per hour before the night's over.
That was fast.
Jasper Flester with a 2-point conversion for the run. That gives the Panthers 22 points. At 1:18, Luke Ippenson with an 11-yard run, 56-yard drive, 7 plays and 3 minutes, 11 seconds, gets the Panthers to 28. And with 57 seconds left after the fumble near the goal line by the Mustangs, Jasper Flester with a 1-play, 5-yard run, 15 seconds, and a Cale Niekamp to Curtis Rigg pass. 2-point conversion gets the Panthers to 36 points at halftime.
Well, as we take a look at some other things, kind of a surprise here. Breeze Mater Dei is up over Macomb 21-7 in the second quarter of their game. Calhoun leads at 14-8 over West Central at halftime. Greenfield Northwestern leading 20-0 in their contest. I got to report that Beardstown and Router 0-0 at halftime. Carrollton leads at 31-0 over Pleasant Hill Western at halftime. Pittsfield was down 14-6 at halftime. Haven't got a Q&D score yet. They're playing against Springfield. Quincy High School down 14-0 to Moline. And those are some of our halftime scores. We'll take a break. Bob Ray's going to have some halftime stats for you. They'll also be on our Twitter feed when we come back after these on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
Game Masters has moved into our new Broadway location. We carry clothing brands like Cool Workwear, First Light, Meat Eater, Southern Point, Dive Bomb, along with your favorites like Sitka, Drake, and Mossy Oak. We still have our large selection of guns, ammo, safes, archery, and fishing gear, but now offer more cabin decor and gifts. Game Masters, now at 5100 Broadway in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Before I started at Dot, like a real low point in my...
The carrying and
your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
36-0 the score here at halftime. We'll have other scores for you after Bob Ray gives us a look at all the individual statistics in the first half. Turnovers were one of the key things that hurt Mendon Unity in the first half.
It was, Jack, and you mentioned the score. You know, at the 8:43 mark, it was still 8-0 Panthers, but the avalanche of points here near the end of the first quarter. Here's the Mustangs' offensive stats for the first half. They have 5 first downs. They have ball carried 13 rushes for a total of 12 yards. Sawyer Allen has thrown 8 times, completed 6 of those for 65. 77 total yards of offense. And as we were talking about him, he's just named the homecoming king. Is that right, Brian? Sawyer Allen, there's the homecoming king right at the 50-yard line.
He's probably going, they better take a long break because I'm going to warm up for the second half here.
Justin Cram has 2 carries, no yards. Sawyer has 6 carries for 3. Austin Jansen with 5 carries for 9 yards. Receptions by Kendall Knox, 3 for 41 yards. Blake Arnsman has 2 receptions for 13 yards. Cole Ray has 1 reception for 11 yards. 5 penalties against the Mustangs for 25 total yards of offensive and defensive penalties. For the Panthers offense, Jack, they have 22 carries for 164 yards in the first half. Cale Niekamp is 3 out of 3 for 76 yards throwing, 240 yards total offense. That comes from Curtis Rigg with 5 carries and 31 yards. Zach Weir, 4 carries and 26. Marco has 2 carries for 15. Cale Niekamp called his own number once, Jack, for 24 yards. Luke Ippenson, 12 yards, which was a touchdown run. Jasper Flessner, 9 carries from the fullback spot, 56 yards of rushing. Marco has received 2 balls for 70 yards, and Curtis Rigg, 1 reception for 6. 3 penalties against the Panthers for a total of 20 yards. First half stats, Jack, there you go.
Looked like to me the young lady, Miss Lopez, who got the homecoming queen, she got close to Sawyer Allen and went, he's kind of sweaty. He's kind of moved away, and now they're all bunched up, but you can their camera angles here are phenomenal to be able to get everybody in there, and congratulations to all the royalty for the homecoming. The band are right behind them, ready to break into formation. I think they're going to make an M, a U, and a P between all the band members, you think?
Well, I don't know, but the homecoming court does look very stylish out there tonight, Jack. It's great to have them out there. It's a tradition across all of the U.S. as we celebrate homecoming on Friday nights. U of I celebrating their homecoming this weekend. Their parade is at 6 o'clock today. USC's in town for 11 o'clock kick tomorrow.
And they better be careful because you just never know what is going to happen with Illinois after Indiana woke them up last week, and USC will be tough too. Other scores, Illini West is leading West Hancock 14-12. It was Macomb down 21-7 to Breeze and Mater Dei. 14-0 Moline over Quincy at the Flynn Stadium. No score on the Quincy Notre Dame and Springfield game. We'll try to get an update on that. And here it is 36-0. Other WIVC games available on Facebook on the WIVC page. Timeout on the field here for homecoming. It's the Little Jets, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram halftime show. More comes your way after these.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Hi, I'm Corey Greinke. We know trucks here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. We have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s and Super Duties. Check us out at westtownford.com or stop in and see us at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories, we've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
36-0, Camp Point Central, the Panthers over the Mustangs of Mendon Unity Payson. And Bob, as we look at that first half, I mean, I know it's a wide spread on the score, but I think Mendon's really done some good things on the defensive side. And Sawyer Allen showed us he can throw the football if he can get somebody open and get a little bit of time.
You know, they ran a series there, Jack, where they had like 5 screens, 3 to that side, 2 to our side, and mixed in with the run by Sawyer and the fullback. They're moving the ball pretty well against us, and Brad called that defensive timeout, and that kind of stemmed the tide and turned the momentum back for the White Shirts' way. Then we had a fumble recovery and then scored 4 times in 8 minutes and 42 seconds.
Says here at halftime, Frank K says Moline's up over Quincy 17-0. And, QU's really taking benefit of having the young Mr. Little at quarterback for him. And Elijah Gittenbacher playing at that tight end, and a lot of really talented kids. And Quincy kind of reloading a little bit. It's been a little while since Rick Little hadn't had his son as quarterback, so it makes a little difference there. No score. We don't have that Quincy Notre Dame and Springfield score. That could be a dandy game, too, after Notre Dame was defeated by Griffin last week. What was it, about 44-21, I think, something around that score.
Looks like Sacred Heart is back for a good season here, right?
Yep. Well, Kenny Leonard retired. It took a couple years to kind of get their breath back. Rochester lost last week to Chatham by a single point. That was a dandy game, 43-42. And so the Central State 8 with 2 divisions really is a little different conference than it used to be, and there's a lot of good things there. Rushville Industry having a little bit of trouble with Anawan tonight, and I was a little surprised by that. Illini West and West Hancock in a big rivalry game there. Rushville's score was 21-6 at halftime. Brown County led Triopia 28-0 at halftime. That'll be Camp Point Central's opponent next week, and we'll talk to Brad Dixon after the game and have that on our Central Illinois Sports Facebook page, but that's a big one.
That's homecoming for the Panthers, too, so we'll start these same type of festivities in Camp Point at the Central High School on Monday. We have a parade next week. We've got a JV football game Monday night where we host the Mustangs at 6 o'clock. And football and volleyball action continues next week. All of our teams are back out on the field. The Panthers are finishing their warm-ups, as are the Mustangs. And the homecoming king, Sawyer Allen, is warming up, throwing about, what's he throwing there, Jack? 10, 20, about 30-yard passes downfield.
Yeah, he doesn't have any trouble doing that. West Central and Calhoun. Calhoun with a tight lead, 14-8 at halftime in that contest. That's going to be one that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Greenfield Northwestern with a decent lead over North Green, of course. Beardstown and Rout. I don't think they had any score in the first half of that contest. 0-0 at halftime. Rout's only scored 7 points on the season, so it's important for Beardstown to get a couple of scores and see if Rout can even put points on the board. That's a big game for Beardstown. That could change the program a little bit with that win.
Yeah, they have a new first-year coach and looking to build a little momentum. They had a good run against the Panthers last week and saw some things, but they've got, half the season is left, right, Jack? This is week 5.
Yep.
And we're right at halftime of week 5, so season is officially half completed right now.
Yep, good game going on over at Glen C. Smith Field, 14-6 at halftime there. New Berlin leads Pittsfield. I don't know who gets the second half kickoff, but we'll try to keep you abreast of that game. Of course, you can switch back and forth and put them both up. Big shout-out to Denny Hull at the Illinois Veterans Home at Hammond Hall. My brother watching the game. He came down last week. We had a bunch of his friends over, and he really enjoyed that. And Denny is a guy that's on our broadcast all the time watching the games, a good athlete back in the 60s for the Panthers. Rich tradition of basketball and baseball and track and things, but it took Bill Reed and Brad Dixon to build a rich tradition of football here about 18, 19 years ago.
We did. Brad has kept his coaching crew together, targeted mostly with our sons Casey and Tracy. Casey Monroe's been a part of that. It's always great to bring the new people back, like Remington Bueller last year. We've had different people. Dalton Huebner came back a couple times. Jonah Cogshell.
Well, here's the key,
Alex
though.
Remy.
You make sure the head coach marries a local girl. and that keeps him around.
And then he lives next door to the John Wood board chair. How about that?
How about that? He must live right next to you.
All right, here's Marco, the 40-yard kick. Mustang's going to start on offense.
Yep. Mustangs will get the ball to start the second half. Let's see what Marco has up his sleeve. He kicks a little dribbler across the middle, and that's going to roll all the way inside the 10. Ball will be taken there, and the Mustangs will get a nice little return on the play. Out to close to the 20-yard line. Looks like it's about the 17 or 18. And we'll see where they spot the ball, and it'll be Mendon Unity ball to start the second half.
Cale Niekamp down there for the stop on the opening kickoff. 3 seconds off the clock, and Mustangs first and 10. They've got the ball marked at the 13-yard line.
It says 17 on the board. You're probably right, though. Is it the 13? Yep. 13-yard line. And 11:57 left third quarter, 36-0 Panthers. So the Mustangs, they don't want to get caught down here, but they got to be careful about an interception this far back on their own half. Sawyer Allen back to pass, a little swing pass that they had good success. Nice block across the middle. Panthers defended after a nice little gain out to about what looks to be the 17-yard line. That'd be a gain of 4 and bring up a 2nd and 6.
Colin Bockel there for the first defense, but the screen pass worked to push the defenders around him.
Was that Cole Ray? Oh, okay, that was Kendall Knox on the reception.
4-yard gain.
Yep, 4-yard gain. They've had good success with that, and that's because of the good blocking after the pass is completed. They're actually clearing people out, and Central's got to have other men come up from the linebacker position.
Oh, the other part of that, Sawyer Allen gets that ball to the sideline pretty firmly from his quarterback spot.
He's got a good spin on it. Now we'll hand the ball off on the right tackle. Big run on the play. The man comes all the way out to the 30-yard line. That man running the ball was Austin Jansen, and he had a quick hitter there, and the Panthers got caught sleeping on that one, and that ball comes all the way out to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 17 on the play.
First down of the half belongs to the Mustangs.
You know, you loosen things up with the pass, and then the run happens. It's like the fullback and then the wings being able to get open on the double wing. But that pass really opens up a lot of other things on the football field for the Mustangs. 10:40 and counting. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 34-yard line. Now they got some room to move. Allen gets it. He'll throw a swing pass on the right side. And the man's going to pick up decent yardage on the play there, falling forward. Arnsman's going to be the man that catches the ball. They'll set the ball up to the 37-yard line, give him a gain of 3 on the play and a 2nd down and 7. You know, you got to throw the ball about 15 yards across the field, and then they got to wait for the blockers. But I like the way that the receivers stretch out after they catch the ball.
They're getting enough space, so if they can beat a guy, they can turn it into a big play.
You can see how come they came back against some of the teams. Now they start a man in motion, hand the ball to Jansen across the middle. He's going to be stacked up there without much of a gain at all, maybe even a loss on the play. The Panthers roll off of it, and Bob will try to pick up a tackler or two.
Chase Barner and Briggs Wiskirchen teamed up for that stop behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been adding those up a lot, have they not? Put it at the 36, bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs at the 9:25 mark of the third quarter on Central Illinois Sports. 36-0 Panthers with the lead. Jack Hull, Bob Ray, Hunter Voth, and Tim Hull bringing you the contest. Allen back to pass. He's had some people on him, but then finds the opening down to the 45-yard line. With it is Ray. Gets it out to the 45. Dylan Mound on the tackle, they say.
Cole Ray, a 9-yard reception. He's up to 20 yards. 1st down, 7th one for the Mustangs. And Sawyer Allen is now over 80 yards passing.
Yep, that's about as many. I don't know that the Bowman boy had any more yards than that passing against them. But that big fullback would catch the ball for Greenfield and go a long way. 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Mustangs on their own half of the field, 8:40 left in the third quarter. He fakes. Now he wants to go downfield. Under pressure is Allen. Got some people on him. He's a good runner, and he's going to take a knee, kind of roll down at about the 47, 48-yard line. So he'll gain a couple on the play. Give him 2 yards on the run and bring up a 2nd and 8. And I think he saw enough people coming at him that he went, I need to live to make another play here.
Well, I think he lost his footing a little bit on the near sideline, or the near hash mark, I should say, Jack. Lost his footing a bit. He had a little room to go.
Started on their own 13-yard line. They're all the way out to the 47 now. They moved the ball 34 yards. Picked up a couple of first downs, and Allen in the pistol formation, almost in what I'd call a shotgun here. Barking out the signals. Wide outs both sides. Fakes a little play action, throws it across the middle. A little bit high this time. Incomplete. Intended receiver that time was Ray.
Marco Rodriguez and Colin Bochold on the coverage on the far side, Jack.
Ray went up there with one hand, and he was trying to bring it down, but you got to have those hands like some of those huge receivers in the NFL. The ones that don't play because the ones that play because they're not hurt, of course. Cowboys have a little trouble keeping those guys healthy. I don't know if you've noticed that with Tim Hull's team, but my son Thomas has bragging rights with the Colts right now, by the way. 3rd and 8 from the 47. And how about those Bears? Allen with it, breaks a couple of tackles, now wants to go outside, going to run the ball, looking for the sidelines, and gets out of bounds there. And one of his teammates took the beating there. He'll get it into the Panther territory, out to the 43 or 44-yard line. Looked like the 44.
43.
Yep, make it to 43, so he gains 10 yards on the play. And another first down for the Mustangs.
8 first downs for them. Sawyer's got 8 carries for 15 yards and thrown for 81, so he's approaching the 100-yard all-purpose yard number.
The big thing about him was he knew where he needed to get that first down, and he made sure he got there. Wide out to the left. Wide out to the right. Start to man from left to right here. Allen will keep it himself across the middle. He'll be bunched up there. He'll gain about a yard on the play and bring up a 2nd and 9, get him out to the 42-yard line possibly.
Chase Barner, our nose tackle, in there for the first stop, Jack.
Man, he's had a lot of tackles tonight, him and Wiskirchen, have they not? This all started at the 11:53 mark in the Mendon 13-yard line. Now they're down to the Panther 42.
Ball control, 5-minute possession at least here, Jack.
That's what you want if you're Coach Woodworth. You don't want the other team to have the ball, and you'd like to come away with a score here. 2 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Allen naked backfield, back to pass. Looking for people under pressure. Breaks a couple of tackles, now bunched up. Now he's got the ball loose, and Allen comes back up with it. No, the ball comes loose, and everybody's falling on it. I think Mendon came up with it. Going to get the ball at the 49-yard line, so he'll lose 7 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 16. But Allen did a good job getting the ball back. But those Panthers are pesky. They're trying to knock that ball away even if they can't get the tackle.
But Briggs, Wiskirchen back there creating a lot of havoc in the backfield. He's sticking for him one-on-one. That's a tough assignment for any linebacker in the WIVC. But Briggs is up to the task tonight.
And I'm not making excuses for anybody, but if you've got Caden Niekamp there, he's probably not getting away from some of those charges because when Caden gets you, he doesn't let go very often. Hopefully we'll see him next week. Sawyer Allen back. He's got people all over him, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. Was that Bochold one of the people in there?
Well, Braden Hummer came in to the defensive line. He was one of the ones that is in there.
Back to the 45-yard line.
And Luke Ippenson.
He's going to lose 6 on the play and bring up a 4th and 22, I do believe. Be punt time now for Mendon Unity. That comes at the 5:40 mark, so they did a good job of burning up about half of the quarter. Sawyer Allen will be the punter. He's punted a few times, had 1 block tonight. And that one was almost blocked. Nobody ran into the man. Nobody back to bring the ball up. And The Mustangs will pin the Panthers back deep on about the 16-yard line, I do believe. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 5:19 mark as the clock will stop with the change of possession. If you're the Panthers, you're kind of in a situation where you'd like to have a little ball control of your own right now. Bowlers Universe, come out and enjoy the fun at the Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Friday, 11 to midnight, Saturday, 4 to midnight. They got great burgers, folks. Be sure and get that jalapeno burger, that Southwest burger. It's a good one. And if you've never had Fruly, I will tell you, the strawberry beer is a pretty nice taste. Doesn't taste much like beer, kind of like Kool-Aid.
1st and 10 Panthers, Jack, at 5:19 of the third quarter. We're starting at the 16.
DeCamp, the quarterback. Man in motion is Rigg. He gets the ball on the outside, got running room, and he's off to the races. There goes Curtis Rigg. He's going to go the distance. 84 yards for the touchdown is Curtis Rigg at the 5:06 mark, so that took 13 seconds. And that is an 84-yard Curtis Rigg run for the touchdown, and that will make the margin 42-0, and we'll have a running clock after the extra point try. Boy, Rigg got on the outside there, and he just showed that lightning speed that he's got, Bob. Wow.
That was fun to watch go down the sideline. How many total yards on Jack? 84, right?
84 yards.
84 yards?
84.
13 seconds?
13 seconds. Not bad. And you had to hand it off to him, too.
One
Panthers will now go for the extra point. Or no, Marco's going to kick one here. So Cale Niekamp will be the holder. Marco Rodriguez the kicker, 3-year kicker for the Panthers. The hike from center is good. They get it down. Marco kicks it up, and it's way over the goalpost, and it's good. Timeout on the field, 43-0. Panthers with the lead. Kickoff to Mendon from the 40 when we come back after these.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Well, if you had lightning in a bottle and you opened the cap and Curtis Rigg came out, you could go 84 yards in 13 seconds. And the Panthers now with a 43-0 lead after the Marco Rodriguez kick after the point. He's pretty fast when he gets outside, isn't he, Bob?
Yeah, he got to the edge. Nobody was there. He made the right cut. I think just exactly the way Casey's been trying to get him to do it all season. And what success it is when well executed.
Don't want Marco to hurt his leg. He's been kicking off a lot tonight. And he'll do it again. He's kicking the ball deep again. It's going to be taken inside the 10. 15-20. Good run on the play. Hit hard. Still on his feet is the Mendon Unity man. And who was that? Flessner in on the tackle, they said. Who was the ball carrier? Knox. So Kendall Knox was the man that brought it back from inside the 10, and it'll be Mendon football. Third quarter action. Ball's on the 21. The clock will start running, and now it will run continually. 1st and 10, they say, from the 20 at the 4:26 mark.
Looks like we still have the first team defense out here, Jack. I see Briggs. I see
Hey, Sawyer Allen could light it up. You put secondary. I mean, he did on the first team. You put the second guys out, he may just eat it alive. And they've seen comebacks from Mendon. You don't ever want to count them out. Back is Allen, under pressure, throws a nice pass, hits the ball to Kendall Knox. He's still running out of bounds, and I was kind of surprised he ran out there. I think he still had some more running room. That Cale Niekamp knocked him out of bounds on the 48-yard line of the Panthers. So that's 32 yards on the pass play and another 1st and 10 for Mendon Unity. What a nice pass by Sawyer Allen.
I'm impressed by these receivers, Jack, who pick up that ball in stride and still get another 10 to 15 yards after the catch.
How many times you seen Mendon Unity with receivers like this, year in and year out? I mean, they just do the job. And they have a quarterback that can put it in their hands. Allen's going to pitch the ball on the outside. Panthers trying to break some things, but Jansen's got a big run. Touchdown saving tackle for the Panthers. Is that Marco Rodriguez? Or is that Rigg? Rigg. All the way down to the 31-yard line. That's 17 yards on the play and another 1st down. And I'll tell you, this game may be 43-0. This Mendon squad's for real.
41 yards rushing by Austin Jansen. 2:50 to go in the third quarter.
Boy, when Jansen got the ball and he had a head of steam there, he's hard to bring down. Rigg, luckily, was a good tackler on the play, or he would have went all the way. 2:35 left in the quarter. Double running backs here. They're going to let Sawyer Allen run it across the middle. He's going to be taken down short of the line of scrimmage. Bachhold in on the tackle, back to the 32. 2nd down, 11, I do believe. The thing is, the Panthers have bent and bent and bent. They haven't broken all the way, but Mendon has put up some offensive yards on the night.
They've had some really good-looking plays. These screens they run are pretty effective. They've got receivers who can catch the ball in the middle and run. And we know if the quarterback, Allen, has a chance behind line of scrimmage, he can pick up yards as needed too.
Good quarterback passing as I've seen all season. Double setbacks with Allen in the pistol. Back to pass, under pressure. Pocket breaking down. Allen still now under pressure. He's going to be brought down outside the 36, call it the 37, 38-yard line. That's Weir.
Paxton Flessner's there. Zach Weir is there.
Yep.
Briggs is there. Briggs is there every time. I'm sure his assignment is the quarterback, Allen. He's doing a great job executing it.
Loss of 5 on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 16, I do believe. 3rd down, 16 yards to go. Ball on the 37-yard line with 1:15 left in the quarter. And Mendon would like to come away with some points here.
Jack Weiss coming in to help anchor the defensive line, put some fresh legs under pressure.
When the center looks up and sees him, you know you got a guy across from you, right? They'll have to be tough next week because Brown County's got quite a line. They're going to throw that little swing pass, but the Panthers have seen it enough. The ball comes loose, but they're going to call it an incomplete pass. And Marco Rodriguez said, well, why did you call that? I think we could have went all the way on that. That'll bring up a 4th down and 16 from the 37. 4-down territory for Mendon Unity. They've run that play to success, and finally the Panthers came up and broke through the blockers, who the blockers have done a tremendous job for Mendon on the outside on those swing passes both ways.
I just noticed on that play that the Luke Ippenson was on this side as a linebacker, and just as the play was developing, he sprinted to the other side, and he was one of the first guys in on the coverage. We're under 12 seconds. We're going to probably not going to get a snap, are we, Jack?
I think they're going to try to get one in. Play clock's at 3. Mendon's going to have to call the timeout without the penalty here. And there should be, I think, 2.6 left. And timeout Mustangs will take it too. The Adams Net timeout. We're back with more after these.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Grinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Well, Mendon Unity, with 2 seconds left in the third quarter, had to call the timeout to avoid the 5-yard delay of game penalty. Coach Woodward went out, and he's got the play set. 4th down, 17 for Mendon from the 37 of the Panthers. So this will be the last play of the quarter, barring a defensive penalty. Starting the man in motion. Sawyer Allen back to pass. Now he's got a little screen pass set up. Panthers snuff it out. The penalty comes in late on the play there. Weir gets Jansen. And what kind of a penalty would you have in that situation? I can't even imagine.
Lineman downfield, maybe, Jack?
I don't know, because it came from such a weird spot.
Yep, ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible man downfield. They'll turn it down, and the Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
We'll have a 2-yard pass completion for Sawyer Allen. But turnover on downs, and that ended the quarter.
Yep, that's the end of the third quarter. 43-0. Panthers with the lead over the Mustangs. Fourth quarter play-by-play after these.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Maridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power, backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Well, one of the players for Mendon just became the MVP for their team because whatever Coach Woodward dropped, Kendall Knox found it. I don't know if there was a reward for what it was that he dropped. We don't know if it was his wedding ring, but we hope it wasn't. But they said they found a mouthpiece. So Panthers 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, fourth quarter action, 12 minutes left on a running clock. First play, handoff across the middle. It's going to be stacked up.
Brady Whitler on the stop. The ball kind of came loose, but Brady recovered it. A little loss on the play back to the 37-yard line, Jack.
Second string offense in there, they say. Second down and what, about 11? 12 yards to go as Whitler, the quarterback now. When Bob Ray will tell you, when I write down all the running backs on the board there, how many did we have tonight?
I think you wrote down 12 different ones. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far, but it's going to get busy.
Yeah, it's going to get real busy now. Man in motion. They give the ball to the fullback across the middle. Is that Fowler, maybe? Jackson Fowler. Fowler is number 28. We'll see if he's the man that comes off. Fowler picks up a nice little gain on the play. He'll get the ball out to the 42-yard line.
6-yard gain after the 2-yard loss on the first one, right? So nice run by Jackson.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. Fowler's really had some nice runs. I don't know how he's been in the JV games, but he's looked good here.
Grant Hamilton's one of the wing backs, and is Dylan Mountain the other one?
Very possibly. Dylan, the senior, getting a little playing time. He was a backup quarterback before, but he's made some adjustments. Is that the same fullback in Fowler? Trying to pick it up if that's who that is. Whitler barks out the signals. He's back to pass. There was a little swing pass, completes it. Was it 27, did I see?
Grant Hamilton on the reception.
Hamilton gets the pass.
Right out of the backfield from his right wing spot, and a nice little Dump pass by Brady Whitler to Grant. That's going to be a first down. Panthers, their 15th of the night.
So
and we got the ball moved to the 40.
That's a 49.
40. Where are they moving us to? Still don't have it set. Right at the 50-yard line
Quit
where they have
moving it around. So
right
that's an 8-yard gain. They needed 6. First and 10. 9:50 and counting. Clock is running here. What do we? Oh, we got a penalty flag. Okay. Now we're trying to find out what the penalty is, and the clock continues to run because that does not stop the clock. And as I told the officials from last week, change of possession doesn't either, so they looked it up and found out they made a mistake. Had no indication from Fred Steinway yet.
Well, they've already moved the chains forward, Jack. So maybe the flag, and they're picking it up. Here we come, Fred. What are we going to do?
What are we going to get here, Fred? Sideline warning against – oh, no. What? I guess that's a pass interference. My mistake.
Defensive pass interference.
He pushed his hands away from him, and I thought he was doing a push-up, but it's Fred, and he's my buddy, and he doesn't do push-ups.
All of that, first and 10 Panthers right at midfield, Jack, 50-yard line.
50-yard line, first and 10, 8:55 left, so we lost a minute of game time. Whitler starts a man in motion. They give the ball to the fullback.
Dylan Mound's got the – oh, no, you're right, Jackson Fowler. Fowler.
Fowler's going to run the ball across the middle, and they'll unpile. That'll come up to the 47-yard line, 3-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. 8:29 and counting left in the ball game. Panthers are in a little bit more of a hurry than I expect them to be. Coach Ray will usually slow them down in this situation. Still got 17 on the play clock. They'll start a man in motion. Get the ball to the fullback. I think it's Fowler, but we'll get
I think Dylan Mound came through.
Yeah.
He was the second back through. Did Dylan have that ball carried here?
Looks like he's going to get the ball to the 39-yard line.
Nice gain by Dylan Mound.
8 yards on the play and bring up a 3rd and 1. No, they're going to move the chains.
First down for Dylan. Nice job, Dylan. 9-yard gain.
You know, it's tough. You've been the backup quarterback for a couple of years, and then that didn't work out, and now you're playing other positions. He's done some defensive back work for the Panthers, too. Shout out to Dylan.
17 first downs for the Panthers on the night. 7:30 remaining in the contest.
First and 10 Panthers. Running clock here. They get the ball. Whitler keeps it himself. He's going to turn the corner, breaks a couple of tackles. Inside the 30. Right down to about the 30-yard line. So he'll gain about 9 on the play and bring up a 2nd and 1. 7 minutes left in the ball game. Once again, I see your son Casey Ray, who's the offensive coordinator, and he'll just kind of slow everything down and watch that play clock and tell them when to go, and even when they're over the ball. The linemen hate that because you're in that stance for a lot longer than you're used to.
Well, I think he has the second string in here, so he's going to give them plenty of time to run, Jack.
Yeah, they're running some offense. Of course, Monday night, these two teams will be in action. 2 men in motion, and that'll be a penalty. Guy's going to run close to the goal line, but that's all going to come back. None of that's going to count.
Illegal shift against the Panthers. That'll be their 4th penalty of the night.
I think we will see Mendon and Camp Point Central Monday night at Camp Point Central in that fresh soft contest. Freshman games on Thursday night still. You still playing quite a few of those, Bob?
They played in Rushville last night, and the freshmen won 14-12.
Camp Point or Pittsfield went to Calhoun, got beat 18-6. So nice to see some of those freshman games against other local teams.
Brings us back to about a 2nd and 7, Jack. Maybe 6, right? 2nd and 6.
Should be
right
2nd and 6 from the 30.
We're right at the 35.
The math should have been a little different than that, but we'll call it the 35. You know, when you're on the 31 and you're 2nd and 1, you get a 5-yard penalty. Normally that would put you at the 36, but we're at the 35, and that's okay. 5:30 left in this one. We'll wrap it up, get an interview with the coach after the game. Whitler gives the ball to the fullback across the middle. He's going to get the ball close to the 32-yard line, it looks like. So a gain of about 3 and third down and 3.
3 for Jesse Fowler.
Yeah, I don't think the Panthers are looking to score. A couple of the Mendon players kind of limping around a little bit, and hopefully they're okay. Looks like Lucas Roos needs a little bit of a break here as he's got a little hitch and he's getting along. Well, thank Hunter Voth for letting us have a spot here in the press box tonight. You can see him at Hy-Vee out there on 12th and Harrison, and he is usually running the store. Don't tell his boss I said so, though.
Yeah, you all know where to find me at. Usually
right.
at the registers or self-checkouts.
3rd and 2. Give the ball on the outside. Running back's going to turn the corner. Is that Hamilton?
Dylan Mount, I think, has the carry, Jack, from this wingback spot on our near side around the corner. He's got about 4 yards and a first down carry.
Yep, that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Put the ball inside the 30 at about the 27, I think. Yep, 1st and 10. 43-0 the score. It was 36-0 at halftime. Panthers scored on that long run by Rigg, and that's been all the scoring in the second half. What a job by the group here. The camera work and everything they do up here in the press box, Bob, they really do a nice job.
Yeah, they have a great setup here. Our friend Brian Shoemaker does a tremendous job orchestrating it all.
Well, it's a good thing he's got a lot of friends, is all I can say. They give the ball to the fullback across the middle. He's going to be spun around, brought down after a very short gain. Hamilton, the carrier, about the 24-yard line. Give him a gain of 3. Bring up a 2nd and 7. And that running clock on the 40-0 lead, 43-0 here. Both teams look like they're going to come out of this in pretty good shape tonight. And who's Mendon got next week? At Route on a Saturday at 1 o'clock. Bring your own water. They don't have any there. And homecoming for Camp Point Central, 7 o'clock Friday night. We'll be there for homecoming against Brown County, 2 undefeated teams. Highly ranked in the state, but not as high as Lena, of course, by the folks that rated up above there. Yeah. Looks like a gain, maybe 1 on the play.
Grant Hamilton got another 2-yard carry.
Okay, bring it to 3rd and 5.
2 more yards on the game. Brings up 3rd and 5.
30, 25-yard line. I don't know. Hard to tell there. 2:30 left, so they'll have to run 1 or 2 more offensive plays. Not sure they gave him much of a gain at all on that play. 2:20 and counting. Whitler, the quarterback. Man in motion. Now they'll return that man to the left wing.
It's Luke Houston is our left wing back here, Jack.
Hand the ball to the fullback. Gets it down close to the 20-yard line. See who rolled off the pile that time.
Grant Hamilton. He's at the 8 yards on 3 carries tonight.
20-yard line, close to a first down, but they're saying, no, he's still about 3 yards short.
Just inside the 20-yard line where it's 4th and 2.
I don't want to try to explain that one on the math play at all. I'm not sure I can figure that one out. 4th and 2 with 1:30 left. So the Panthers looking to pick up a first down. Mendon trying to get the ball back one more time here. Whitler will bark him out. Double wing and a flag on the play. It's either offsides or illegal procedure. Let's see what it is. Offsides against the Panthers. So that'll actually move the ball back and make it a 4th and 8. And the
5 penalties on the Panthers, Jack, for a total of 30 yards. The Mustangs have 5 penalties for a total of 25 yards.
So a lot of 5-yarders in 110. No personal fouls, any of that foolishness tonight.
It's been a lot of offsides and false starts, 1 illegal motion. But, I'm wondering, Jack, if we did that maybe on purpose.
Yep, kind of move the ball back. They can wait and get a delay of game penalty if they want to and move the ball back even 5 yards more, and before you hike it, it'll run the clock out, quite honestly,
right.
I believe. delay a game against the Panthers. That'll be a penalty.
There's the flag.
Clock does not stop on the penalty.
5-yard penalty against the Panthers. We'll move it back, but that's going to be the last action of the game.
That's going to take care of it. Coach Ray had it all figured out at the end. 43-0. The Panthers get the win over Mendon Unity tonight, and we have reached the Logan Ag Incorporated, Logan Agri-Service Incorporated postgame show. Locations in Griggsville, Winchester, and Illinois, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris, Missouri. Thank you to Ed Logan and the gang. They'll do a great job for you. 217-833-2375. We got a player of the game to name for you, too, and a clean hit of the game. The Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, 43-0. Panthers with the win. They moved to 5-0, and we're back with more after these.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter. Choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC. Final here, 43-0 at Mendon Unity Payson tonight. The Panthers come away with the win, 5-0 on the season. And festivities for them on the win. Mendon Unity showed a lot of good things tonight, but they just came up on the short end. Bob Beret has got some stats for us at the end of this one.
Yeah, they ran some nice screen plays offensively. They had Sawyer Allen with quarterback runs that were effective at times. Here are their final stats for the night. Sawyer Allen, look at this stats, Jack. He was 11 out of 15. That's pretty high efficiency for a high school quarterback passing.
I'll say.
114 yards, 23 carries for the Mustangs for 33 yards. Total offensive output for the Mustangs tonight, 147 yards. They're led with 13 carries by Sawyer Allen, although those are -8. But, Jack, we know those are often drop-back passing options that turn into sacks. The leading rusher was Austin Jansen with 8 carries and 41 yards. On the receiving side, Kendall Knox, 5 receptions for 35. Blake Arnsman, 4 receptions for 18. And Cole Ray, 2 receptions for 20 yards. The Mustangs had 5 penalties for 25 yards. Total offense for them, 147, of which 70 came in the second half. Panther offense tonight, they threw the ball 4 times, completed all 4 passes, 3 by Kale, 1 by Brady, and 83 yards of total passing yards. 2 of those to Marco Rodriguez for 70, 1 to Curtis Rigg for 6, and 1 to Grant Hamilton for 7. Jack, we had a lot of ball carries, as you estimated here. I used every line except one that you laid out for me tonight. How about that? On the carries tonight, Curtis Rigg, 6 carries for 115 yards, leading Panther ball carrier with a big gain for a touchdown run of 84 yards in the second half. Zach Weir, 4 carries for 26. Marco Rodriguez, 2 carries for 15. Cale Niekamp, 1 carry for 24. You remember that one, Jack, when he carried about 4 other Mustangs along with him for 5 yards. Brady Whitler, 2 carries for 7. Luke Gibbonson, 1 carry for 12. That was also a touchdown run. Jasper Flessner, 9 carries for 16, including some scoring dives for him. Grant Hamilton, 3 carries for 8. Dylan Mountain, 2 carries for 13. Jackson Fowler, 3 carries for a total of 11. And we have total offense for the Panthers, 33 rushes for 287, 4 out of 4 passing for 83. Total offensive yards, 370 for the Central Panthers tonight in Mendon Unity.
Another good offensive night, but they got their work cut out for them next week as they will see Brown County at home in the homecoming game. Well, Tim, it's time to name our player of the game, and you and Bob are going to come up with this, but tell us how we get there.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game here on Central Illinois Sports.
Well, what do you think, Bob? How about player of the game for tonight?
Well, Curtis Rigg had the leading rusher, 6 carries for 115 yards, also caught 1 pass. Oh, we got fireworks across the way. That startled me, Jack, but
I thought it was in Calhoun.
We should have named the player of the game just a minute earlier here, but Tim, you're up.
What do you think?
I also want to give a shout-out to who was the nose guard for Camp Point?
Chase Barner.
I want to give a shout-out to Chase Barner, too.
He deserves accolades
I think
tonight.
so.
Yeah.
I think Chase and Briggs, right? How about going to the defensive side of the ball?
Yep.
They chased Sawyer Allen all night. We know he's one of the best athletes in the WIVC. Yeah, let's go on the defensive side of the ball. Chase Barner, Briggs, Wiskirchen.
And I want to give Chase Barner that clean hit of the game, brought to you by the Saki Car Wash and the Wildcat Car Wash as they are in Pittsfield and Barry. Thank you to Corey Sherman and Gina and Mariska and the gang for bringing you that, too. This was a fun one. I tell you, the score looked like it was lopsided, but I thought the teams played really well. Want to thank Hunter Voth, Bob Ray for alongside tonight. The Panthers will be at home the next 3 weeks, but none bigger than next week because 2 teams in the top 5 in the state of Illinois will play each other in Brown County and Camp Point Central. For Tim Hull, for Hunter, for Bob, I'm Jack. Want to thank Brian Shoemaker and all his gang for the camera work tonight. Wanting to know if they can come back next week and meet us over at Camp Point and do the same thing again. And we want to remind you to hug your kids and tell them you love them and let them know the Lord Jesus Christ loves them even more than you. And I'm serious, folks. Hug your kids and let them know you love them, because you never know if you'll get another opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Final from here at Mendon Unity. The Panthers 43-0. They moved to 5-0. Mustangs dropped to 3-2, but I think they got a ways to go, but they can make the playoffs. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. And this is another Central Illinois Sports presentation.